Look, starting an Amazon FBA business is not meant for everybody. So here are 3 reasons why you shouldn't sell on Amazon in 2024. Let's get into it. All right, let's dive right into it. And before you waste 45 minutes watching a useless webinar from another self-proclaimed guru that's gonna make you rich overnight by selling on Amazon, let's get down to why you shouldn't sell on Amazon. And this will help you understand, hey, should I actually start a business or not? And this is something that I want to do and just be as transparent as possible. And this might be a wake-up call. And that's the goal of this video. So if you guys enjoy, then make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts about the video, and let's get into it. So the first and biggest reason why you shouldn't start an Amazon FBA business in 2024 is you do not have the capital. If you do not have at least $8,000 to get up off the ground and running, and that means investing in a mentor, investing in product, investing in the launch, then it's going to be very, very difficult for you to go out and crush it. Sure, you might be able to start with a little bit less, but from what I have seen, people take shortcuts and people cut corners and people just struggle when they are on a limited budget of, let's say, a couple $1,000s. So the more money that you have, the better. So if you don't have that money to invest, then starting an Amazon FBA business might not be realistic for you. So that is the first and biggest reason why you shouldn't start an Amazon business in 2024. And now to the second reason. I'm sure you've seen it. Everybody flexing their exotic Lamborghinis, their mansions, their watches, all this money. And they're saying, hey, you're going to get rich overnight. You're going to make a ton of money. You're going to become a millionaire in 6 months. Well, I hate to break it to you. That's not true. So if you are in the game of selling on Amazon to get rich overnight, it's not for you. That's just a wake-up call. And hopefully you know this already, but you have to have realistic expectations going into the business. If you think that you're going to make tens of thousands of dollars in the first couple months, Amazon FBA is not for you. As a matter of fact, building a business is not for you because that's not how business works. It's impossible, physically impossible, to go from zero to $10,000, $20,000 a month in a span of a couple months. It's just not realistic. So have realistic expectations going into it. And if you're like, no, I want to get rich overnight, then don't sell on Amazon, because Amazon is not a get rich quick scheme. And that's just a warning to you. Do not sell on Amazon if you're trying to make a quick buck overnight, because that's not the business for you. And the third and last reason of why you shouldn't sell on Amazon is you're lazy. You're not an action taker. You're not disciplined. You want things for free. You aren't willing to put in the work. You're not willing to sacrifice the little things to get the bigger things. I hate to see this because there are so many people that just expect success to happen overnight without them doing anything. Money does not grow on trees. There are no such thing as get rich quick schemes. There's no such thing as I'm going to put in bare minimum work and get this massive $1 million outcome. That is just not real. And so I want you guys to understand that if you are lazy, if you're not willing to commit, if you're not willing to, most importantly, take action, then I don't care what you do, what knowledge you have, how much money you have to invest in your business, you're not going to succeed. And I see this time and time and time again. I have coached thousands of people, and the one thing that sets somebody that has success and doesn't is the pure fact that they commit and they take action and they're disciplined and they actually put in the work necessary to get the outcome that they want. If it was easy, everybody would want it. And so that is the third and probably one of the biggest reasons that you shouldn't sell on Amazon, is if you expect this to just be a cakewalk, if you just expect to put bare minimum effort and get this $1 million outcome. That's just not realistic. And so those are the 3 main reasons. You don't have the capital, you want money quick, and you're not willing to put in the work to make the money. So those are the 3 reasons. Now, let's dive into why you should sell on Amazon. So now that we've got the negative out the door and we've got the people that are like, hey, like I'm willing to invest, I'm willing to take the time, I'm willing to put in the work, and I know that it's a long-term game. Well, if that's you, then let's break down why you should start an Amazon business, because frankly, there's so much opportunity, it's outrageous. Just in the last 12 months, my Amazon FBA business has done over 7 figures, and I don't have any employees. And people are always wondering, well, is it too late? Can I launch products? Well, I'm launching products every single month. I have students that are launching products every single month and just absolutely crushing it. So if you guys are interested and you still want to sell on Amazon, let's talk about why you should, okay? The first reason of why you should start an Amazon FBA business in 2024 is you have the capital to invest. Like we talked about of why you shouldn't. If you don't have the money to start, then it's going to be difficult. But if you do, if you have money sitting aside and you're like, hey, I have money to invest and start my business, then that's a great first step of why you should sell. And I just want to kind of paint the picture and help you understand what investing $10,000 is going to do when you invest it into your business versus investing it into, like, let's say, for example, stocks or real estate. What people think and what they don't understand and what they don't comprehend is they're like, $10,000, I'm going to invest it and I'm going to become rich. $10,000 is a good chunk of change, but here's the reality. If you invest $10,000 into, let's say, the stock market, and the average rate of a return in the S&P 500 over the last 30 years is like what, around 8%. So let's say you're really good at it, and let's say you get 10%. So $10,000 invested, you get 10% back. Well, you made a whopping $1,000, which is a whopping $83 per month, and you still got to pay taxes on those $83. So it's like you're left with $50 when it's all said and done. $50 a month. What is $50 going to buy you? You can't even buy a pair of shoes. You can't even buy your car insurance. You can't even go out with your friends on a Friday night and pay for dinner with $50. So $50, yes, it's better than nothing, but $50 is not going to change your life. So if you're wanting to change your life, then take that $10,000 and take the bet on yourself. Instead of putting it into the hands of somebody else, a financial advisor or the stock market or the next crypto that's going to skyrocket and go to the moon. You have control of your destiny if you can take that money and invest it in yourself. And I've seen this with me. I've taken $10,000 and I've invested into me and my businesses, and now I have multiple seven-figure businesses with starting with a couple $1,000s. And there's no investment that I could have made when I started 7 years ago to invest $10,000 and grow it to the millions of dollars that I now have and the sellable seven-figure businesses that I have. It's just not possible. So if you have the money, you're willing to invest it, which I would highly recommend to invest it into yourself and your business rather than these other vehicles, you're going to need hundreds of thousands, if not millions, to invest into real estate, stock market to get the ball rolling to really make an impact in your life. So for the time being, you should invest in your business and get up off the ground and rolling. So that's the first reason of why I would recommend to start a business, is if you have the capital and you're looking to deploy it into your own business. And the second reason of why you should start an Amazon FBA business is if you want flexibility and freedom. If you want financial freedom and if you want time freedom, then Amazon FBA is a great business model for you. But there's one caveat. You have to be willing to delay gratification a little bit. You have to be willing to put in that work up front. You have to be willing to grind it out for the first year or two, reinvest profits, get things up off the ground and running. And then once you have an established business, that's where you then can go and decide what you want to do. So like for me, with my Amazon business, I've been running it now for over 6 years. I can kind of sit back and let it run itself. I have the systems in place. I have the teams in place. I have different things that are rolling, so I don't have to be in the day-to-day every single day. And I have the freedom and the financial freedom to do whatever I want when I want. So if you're looking for that, then Amazon FBA is a great business model. But like I mentioned, there is a lot of work up front. You have to be willing to commit. You have to be willing to sacrifice those things in order to get that dream outcome of financial freedom and time freedom. So that's the second reason of why Amazon is a fantastic business model. You're plugging into Amazon's infrastructure to build and grow your business. You're leveraging their millions of employees, their millions of customers, all their logistics, all their traffic to build and grow your business. So that is why I absolutely love Amazon, is you're able to automate certain things once you get it up off the ground and running, and getting it up off the ground and running requires capital and it requires time. So if you're willing to put that work, then starting a business, an Amazon business, is fantastic. And the third and last reason of why you should start an Amazon FBA business is because you're building a sellable asset. We're not talking about wholesale. We're not talking about retail arbitrage. We're not talking about online arbitrage. We're not trying to flip products. We're not trying to sell books. We're building an actual business. We're building a sellable asset, We're talking about building a brand. We're talking about private label. We're talking about building something that is worth value 5-10 years down the road. That is why you should start an Amazon FBA business in 2024, because not only do you make money throughout the entire process, but 5-10 years from now, 15 years from now, whatever your time horizon is, you can sell that business and you can get a grundle of money, $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, $20 million. And then you can take that and go invest it into the stock market, into real estate, and get your 10% return, which is then hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, which will have an impact on your life. So that is the goal. Building an Amazon FBA private label business, it's a sellable asset. And that's what people sleep on the most, is they want to do these other business models like affiliate marketing or influencer or YouTube or wholesale or retail arbitrage, but those businesses are not sellable. The assets of those businesses are yourself. Where my brands on Amazon, the assets are the intellectual property, the listings, the reviews, the rank, the social media, my website. Those are sellable assets that people will buy. People will not buy a retail arbitrage business. I hate to break it to you. So if you are a flipper, if you're flipping products, that's great. It's a great means to the end, but it's not something long-term and sustainable, and it's not sellable. So look to build a sellable asset. And that is another fantastic reason of why you should start an Amazon FBA business in 2024. So those are the 3 reasons why you shouldn't. Those are the 3 reasons that you should. I hope that this opened up your eyes to maybe the bad, and you are going to get away from the business and you're going to go get a job working in 9 to 5 for somebody else that's willing to put in the work and risk the money and whatnot. Well, if that's you, great. Don't do that. But if you are the person that is like, hey, I'm going to take the bull by the horns, I'm going to go after it. I'm going to make a change. Well, I want to help you. I want to help you through the entire process. And I have tons of YouTube videos. Go check them out. I also have a complete A to Z program where we will actually pick a winning product for you, help you launch it, go through the entire process. So if that interests you, click the link down below, schedule a free consultation. Let's go over the details. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. I appreciate your guys' support, and we'll see you in the next video.